What is up, party people? It's your boy Justin Langlois, Sterling Investment Advisors, and it's time for a little mail call. Before I get started on this one, I was putting my shoes on this morning in the living room, talking to my kids. I like to bring them to school. It's about the only time of the day they actually have meaningful conversations with me. And my daughter Eliza said that she stumbled upon my YouTube page. And I got excited. I was like, what'd you think about it? She's like, oh, you have so many videos. I was like, yeah, have you watched any of them? And she went on to tell me how boring they are and that I needed things like music and an intro. And I'm gonna double down on the boredom, and I'm gonna tell you about a deal story and how people actually make money, and not worry about the song and the dance so much. I got a client that sent me an email the other day. He paid off a building. So he bought this building. I sold it to him. It was about a little over 15 years ago. When he bought the building, it was 150 grand. He put down $30,000, which was 20%. And he's had a pretty solid tenant in this building for the last 15 years. The lease is structured as a modified gross lease, meaning as the landlord, he pays property taxes, he pays property insurance, and the tenant actually reimburses him for CAM, which is common area maintenance, things like cutting the grass, maybe some water, sewer bills, stuff like that. They're all shared by the common area. Going through his cash flows year over year, he set this up on a 20-year AM initially, and he paid it off in 15 years. And when I looked at his payment schedule, he only put down a couple $100 extra per month, but over a 15-year period, it compounded, and he was able to get out of this thing 5 years early. The building today is worth 200 grand. He has no debt on the property. His initial return on investment is 566.67%. I know that sounds like an astronomical number, but based on the initial cash on cash that he put in today and where he is at the end of the project, he saw a return of 34.67% on his cash. The other thing that was interesting is he had the luxury, or he was fortunate enough and blessed enough where this tenant has remained in the building. He's made some upgrades. He took out a wall. He made the conference room larger. He repainted the interior. A few years ago, he upgraded the air conditioning system that was there, but he never really had a loss. He never realized a loss. Maybe it was zero and he broke even. But what's important to note is this same client is also heavily invested in the S&P 500. And as part of an email he sent me the other day as an update, he said, look, if I had put 30 grand in the S&P in July of 2008, I'd have about $110,000 today versus $200,000 in the form of this investment. So it's great. I think it's fantastic that it's double what it would have been in the market. The difference is in the market, he would have had to do like absolutely nothing. He could have automatically had the dividend reinvested every month or each quarter. And beyond that, it would have been a nice, safe place for him to put his money. So the power of real estate, it's a very, very real thing. It's tangible, and you can see it just, in terms of how well this guy has performed. So if you got any interesting deal stories, maybe you got an idea for like what type of intro music I need to throw in these videos. It's not happening, Eliza. Let me know. Peace.